Good day and welcome people of the internet. I am Walrus and I am part of the Team Chronos. Today I will be going over my deck and hopefully I will also be making some changes. Now before I get really interrupted again, let's start. Throughout the video I will be showing you my deck as I said before, and some of you might realize that this deck is actually a trial deck. No changes were made. Therefore, today I shall make some changes. First, let's introduce you to the Gold Paladins. This is the first card. A grade 0, 10k guard. Surprisingly, not a trigger. It is Grassland Breeze Sagramore. 6000 power. Gold Paladin Human. 1 critical, as always. Back as usual, as always. Let's place them down. Next, as you can see, all of my grade zeros are triggers, as follows: 4 silent punishers, criticals, 4 weapon deals Guividian, however his name is, it is a draw trigger, 4 fortune bells, stand triggers, and 4 elixir summoner, heal triggers. Next, we go to our grade 1. Our first grade 1 is a 5k guard, a bit holographic as you can see, and 5k usual Gold Paladin Human. Skill: when this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, if you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. It's a good skill if you want to draw a card and you don't have any more Vanguard attacks. Next, we have Blessing Owl. Now this is a very good card. I'll take 2 of them at a time so I can do a demonstration. Sorry about this. It is a 5k guard, nothing special. It has a 6k attack. It is a high beast, Gold Paladin. But, skill: when this unit is placed in a rear guard circle, choose another of your Gold Paladins, and this unit gets 3000 until the end of the turn. That means that this unit can just give out 2ks. Now what this means, this is a good strategy, is to place these 2 together. This unit can give 2k to him, this unit can give 2k to him. Now when you attack, the total power is 8,000, which equals to 16,000. So now from a mere 12,000, you went to a 16,000. So now the opponent has to use 2 10ks, or just something that equals to 20k, instead of just using a 15k guard. Good. Now let's move on. Next, we have, let's just take one. Next we have Charge Goal. Good. It is a grade 1, 5k guard, and 6k high beast. Now, this unit goes well with Silverwolf Garmel, because when you pay the cost of 1 soul, when this unit boosts a card named Great Silverwolf Garmel, you will pay the cost. If you do, the boosted unit gets 5k, which is a really useful tip if you're running low on the power. Now, next card. This is a grade 1, 5k guard, nothing special. Sorry, 6k human. Another card which lets you draw, but this time it's a bit different. When this unit boosts, if the attack goes through, you discard a card from your hand and you can just draw. Now, me and my friends were kind of confused with this. We thought that it's infinite, so when we played this card, we just kind of went at this card, nah, to drop some, another card, nah, and we just kept doing it and kept doing it. It turned out we can't do that. Next card. we have 4 Evil Slaying Swordsman Haugen. It is a grade 1, 5k, and a 7k power. It is another human, and this, when you counterblast once, this unit gets 1000 and 2d in return. This is good for this early attacks. Now, we have 4 Knight of Vigilance Gareth. Grade 1, 5k, and an 8k. So, this unit doesn't have any special attack. This is just a normal rear guard that you would just put right next to your Vanguard. Now, we have a grade 2 unit, another 5k guard, an 8k power, sorry for the light, a gold paladin human. Now, when this unit attacks, if the number of cards in your hand is less than your opponent, this unit gets 3000 extra. So what this means is, it is good to place them out and free your hand of cards if you want that extra 3000. Now we go over to our perfect intercept. 4 of these, no, actually 3, 4. Yeah, 4, sorry, my card was over. 4 of these. It's at a grade 2, it is a 5k, but we'll go over that later. It has an 8k power, and it is a high beast gold paladin. Now, about the special intercept. When this unit intercepts, if you have a gold paladin vanguard, and you intercept, so let's say my vanguard is another one of these, and I intercept the guard, he gets an extra 5k. That means he has a 10k guard, which is very useful if you're planning out a round to defend and you just can't find those triggers to help you guard. Next, we have a lonely card, probably going to switch out, a grade 2 Snaggle Sword. Counterblast 1, if the number of other gold paladins regards is 4 or more, this unit gets 2000. I mean, a 9k, which is pretty good, but overall this card isn't really that good. I mean, really, you need 4 rear guards and you only get 2k extra, so it isn't that good. I'm planning to switch out. Next we have our 10k 2 grade 10k. It is a, oh, if you don't know what that means, in every deck there's usually a grade 2 which has 10k power. A 5k guard. It is Knight of Superior Skills, B armor, I'm not even going to try to say that. 10k, 1 critical, and it's a gold paladin human. 4 of those, as you can see. Then we move over to our grade 3s, which are 3, another Sagramore. As you can see, Sagramore. This time it is grade 3. Counterblast 1, when this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 3 as an extra. It is a 10k. Not anything special, but not anything good. And, yeah. When you lose your trump card, like, for example, you know, I don't know, your Silver Wolf Garmor goes away, and you don't have any other good card, you just place it down on the Vanguard. You do a couple counterblasts, and you get those 3000 extras to do that final attack. Please don't say final turn. I hate that word. It just makes you sound so cocky. Next, we have a holographic one, another one. A 3rd grade Slagle Double Edge. 10k, nothing special, high beast. If the number of other gold paladins rearguards you have is 4 more, the unit gets 2000 extra. See, this is another unit which uses that technique of having, another unit which uses the 4 more rearguards, which I don't really like. Then we have the trump card of the deck. Great Silver Wolf Garmul. This card goes really well with this card, as when you ride this unit and you boost with him, you de-soul 1, put it in the thing, gets an extra 5k. This card's Soul Blast is, if this unit attacks a Vanguard, he gets an extra 5k. And if you counter blast twice, you may look for any grade 2 or less in your deck. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good skill. Now, we shall make some changes into this biatch. I'll see you. Now, so, I've done some changes with my extra cards. First of all, I am going to switch this card, the holographic that it just focused, Silver Fang Witch, that costs 2 soul takeaways, whatever you want to draw a card. I'm going to take her out. Don't need her. Sorry for that. And I'm going to replace her with this card. It is a grade 1, 5k, 6k, but you counter blast 1, and when this unit is placed on a rear guard, if you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, put the card at the top of your deck into the drop zone. At the end of the battle phase, I can take out any card from the drop zone and put it in my deck. Then I shuffle it. That's awesome. So, imagine you have Garmul in your hand, and you're kind of on grade 1, so you don't need him for now. So, what you do is get him, get Sagamore, another one, Principal Whirlwind, Sagamore. You pay the cost of your Garmul, you put him in the drop zone, and then use her skill, put the newest card from your deck to the drop zone, and at the end of the battle phase, you take it and you put it into your deck for later use. Which is good for those starting units when you get those useless third grades at the beginning. So yeah. Then, I am also swapping one Chargle for this cute guy. This is a 10k guard, another one. And when this unit is put into the drop zone from the rear guard, you just can put this into soul instead of drop zone. So yeah, that's a pretty nifty one. Then I am swapping one of these guys. Swordsman, Evil Slaying Swordsman Haugans. I'm swapping him for this guy. I'll show you what he does in a second. It is a grade 0, 10k guard, another one. Cool pattern. And when another gold unit rides this unit, when another gold paladin rides this unit, you may call this the rear guard. That's really good for that starter. Call it rear guard. And you can counter blast. Put this unit in the soul. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle, this unit is boosted. You may pay the cost. If you do, look at the 3 cards from your top deck. Choose one of them. Put them down as as it resting. So you get 3 cards just by counter blasting with this guy. So yeah. Then I'm leaving the Gavs alone. Then I'm changing a charging chariot knight. I'm changing 1 to her. Excuse me. Before I was rudely interrupted by my uncle, I shall go back to this card I was swapping for him. So, the grade 2, 5k, 9k, Mage of Calamity Trip. Now, when this unit attacks, when this unit attacks and hits a Vanguard, if you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, choose a card from your damage zone and turn it face up. So, just 2 attacks, and you can do your Garmor call for a 2 grade unit again, 2 or less grade unit, which is good if you want that extra, card draw or something. Good. Now, I also did a little change. I changed another one of these for a grade 0, 10k guard, Crimson Line Criff, and you'll see why I need it later. When another gold paladin rides this unit, you may call it to rear guard. So, just like our little friend here, this guy can be called to rear guard as soon as you ride him, which is good. Now, choose a unit named Crimson Line Criff, him, and a unit named Knight of Paladins Skill Scarif from your rear guards, and put them into your soul. If you have a unit named Knight of Superior Skills Abayumanas, or whatever his name is, on your Vanguard cycle, search for a deck up to 1 card named Indecent Line Blonde Ezel. Write it and then shuffle your deck. So this card is good for a superior ride of a Blonde Ezel. Now, I've also took out the chain of that annoying card. This card, that annoying card. Slagle Sword. Useless. Useless. And I've replaced him with this card. 5k, 8k. When this unit attacks, if the number of rear guards that you have is more than your opponent, this unit gets 3k, which is good, because using some skills I can call in more rear guards than I have already, which is good. More useful for my deck setup. So now, I take out one of these, making it free, and I call in this one. That's a really cool pattern, I like this one. 2k, grade 2, 5k guard, 9k, human, Lop Air Shooter, weird name, but still. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on the rear guard from your deck, if you have a gold Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look up the 3 cards from your top deck. 3 cards, look at them, choose a gold Paladin from one of them, and call it to rear guard superior call. Put the rest on the bottom and shuffle. No, just put them on the bottom. Okay, I guess. Still, so imagine you're having trouble here. You're gridlocked, you can't do anything, but you can't put any rear guards. So what you do is take this card of hand from your card from your hand, put them to rear guards. Then you can look at 3 cards from your top deck. If you like any of them, just call them superior call. Very good skill. Then I replace 1 stand trigger because I don't believe they're very useful. I replace a fortune bell with a critical trigger, Flame of Victory. Now, it has a skill. Put this unit into your soul, choose up to one of your gold paladins, and the unit gets 3,000. Very useful. It's my new critical trigger. No changes to Sagramors. Now I said that these guys are useless, and even more useless when I put in this guy away. So what do? I discard both away, making them fall to the ground awkwardly. Put them away, and I replace 1 with this guy. When this unit is boosted by a gold paladin, this unit gets 2,000 extra, which is really good. So imagine it's boosted by this guy, 6k, 16k, plus 2k for a gold paladin, that's 18k. Another 18k that you can easily get, causing your opponent to take a double 10k or any other way. Good. Now, I replace the other one with a card that no gold paladin deck should have. Indecent Line Blonde Ezel. As you can see, this is a rare triple R, which is not really that rare. Whip your hand like a Gareth. It is an inside joke, you shall not get it. Its limit break is to counterblast twice. Look at the top card of your deck and call him to a rearguard spot. That card will not only be called to the rearguard spot for free, but also its power will transform to him as well. So imagine you called in a, I don't know, a him. You called him him. So now he gets an extra 10k. That's 20k already. Now boosted by probably Criff. That'll be at 5k. But his ability is also for every rearguard he gets a 10k. My camera just has to, yeah. That means he gets an extra 5k, which is basically 10k, 10k, 5k, Criff, and another 5k. That's 30k. Now that's a really powerful attack, but what you can do is do another counterblast, since, you know, you probably left that counterblast. And let's say you called him Sagamore. So you get another 10k. Now that's a 40k attack. Now that's one of the most powerful attacks I've ever witnessed. And it will probably get you a hit. But if you're an asshole like my friend Matt here, you'll probably have like 10 triggers in your hand and you'll guard it all. So yeah, this has been the deck overview of the Walrus. And for future videos, stay tuned, subscribe, and remember, you'll be here for every step of the way. If any changes happen, stay tuned.